Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck, and I'm back working on the van again today. When I worked on it on my last video, I started talking about the rust issues, and I kind of left you hanging on a couple things. So I'm going to go back on that again today, and this is going to be a multi-part one as well because I got to hold the camera, so I can't really film myself doing a whole lot. But let me show you what I'm going to do right now. Okay, today I'm going to check for rust in 3 places. I'm going to pull the carpet here so I can look underneath that. I'm going to pull the rubber step cover here and look for rust underneath that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is pull the door panel off, and so I can look for rust in the bottom of the door. So, like I say, I can't hold the camera and do that all at the same time. I'm going to use my little Makita. I got a little box there to put the screws in. And let me get back with you as soon as I get it apart. Okay, I'm back, and I've got this apart. The sponsor called me in for dinner, and so that delayed me a little bit. And then, as I suspected, this was all put in with spray adhesive, so it was not the easiest stuff in the world to get. They put, looks like a ½ an inch of foam padding in here, and then they glued that down, and they glued the carpet to that. Back, 32 years ago when this was converted. So I did find a little bit of rust in there. I haven't even cleaned anything up yet. You're looking at it the same way I found it. The tool that worked the best for this, if you tackle it yourself, is a plain old everyday painter's knife. It's heavy enough that you can poke it in there and then pry up on it without tearing something up. But I pulled that off. As you can see, there's a little bit of rust there. Not as bad as I had feared that it might be, and I'm not sure that was enough to give me the odor that I was smelling. I'm going to let it sit and dry out. It was wet, and so this probably was my issue. I think some of that actually, if you drive in the rain, these doghouse covers don't fit all that well, and some of that moisture probably gets in that way. But definitely if you get in here with snow or something on your feet in the wintertime. But anyway, that's what I found. The other thing I did, let me back up a little, is I went ahead and I pulled the rubber cover off of here. And I thought I might, because the door sits over top of that, and all that moisture that comes out of the door leaks down onto that rubber cover. Here again, I haven't cleaned this up at all, but first glance, it looks to me like it looks pretty darn good. Doesn't look like there's any issues there at all. I cleaned the rubber cover out here, and it's laying back behind the van in the sun to dry right now, and I'll put that back in there. But that's where I'm at so far. It's getting fairly late in the day. I don't know if I'm going to tackle this door panel tonight or not. I might do that tomorrow. It's almost 6 o'clock now. So anyway, I told you I'd tell you what I found. That's what I found. I don't know for sure that that's my rust odor issue, but I'm going to clean this all up and scrape it down, and I'll treat those spots right there, especially that big one in the middle of the picture. I'll be sure and treat that with that rust converter. There's been a lot of dirt in here. You can actually see the dirt in here. I'll get the shop vac in here and clean all that out of here. But that's what I found so far. I'll be back with you here probably tomorrow, and as part of the same video. Talk to you later. Now I'm back, and as you can see, I've got the rubber step mat put back in there. I cleaned it all up, and cleaned the area around it, and dried it all off, and got it back in there. I went ahead and I cleaned all that up, and it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to put some of that rust converter on it and tried to clean the mess up as best I could. And it's not perfect, but nothing in life is. So the other thing I did, I don't think I'm going to pull the panels off the doors in this video. I'll do that in another video. I'm in the shadow. But what I did do is I got underneath there in a creeper, and I checked the drain holes on all the doors, and all the drain holes were open on all the doors. And then right back in behind here is a drain hole for the cowl. And I double checked that on both sides, and those are clear and open, not blocked too. So there's a possibility that maybe that little bit of rust right there was my whole problem. But I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for now. So I'll get back with you again pretty quick. I realize this is a little kind of a disjointed looking thing, but it's getting rather late in the evening. I'm going to pick my tools up and get finished for now. So like I always tell you, take care of each other, love each other. I'll be back on another one here pretty quick. So let me spin back around, show you the van. The sun's getting ready to set. It's up in the tree up there. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace out.